Hey Liam, hope you're doing amazing. Say hi to Ezra for me. I'm loving you and I miss you guys. I hope I'm gonna be able to see you guys soon. So Liam, Nana and Papa were just here and they helped do a whole bunch of projects that we need to get done. And they were telling me about your bedroom and how they painted it, and they painted Ezra's orange and it was kind of bright. But they were saying too that you liked green beans. I love green beans too. They are so awesome. They're really good and yummy. So because you have the new place, and I wasn't really able to there, I want to say, to be able to teach your mom a lot about gardening. So what I hope to do is be able to teach you a little more about gardening, and then you can kind of start providing some food for the whole family, okay? So since you like green beans, what I'm going to do is try and teach you how to grow some green beans. So there's two types. There's the bush beans, which are still green beans, and then the pole beans, which are still green beans. So the difference is the bush beans grow in a little bush and they provide green beans. The pole beans will climb up something that they can attach themselves to and they'll grow green beans. So you can grow either pole beans or bush beans, but you need to think about where you want to plant them, okay? So if you want to start a garden for yourself, you can ask Nana and Papa to come over and help you dig a spot, or ask Tony or Mom, and they'll help you dig a spot for the garden, okay? So for these, if you have something for them to climb on, say you have some wire mesh like this, or even if you want to do a teepee kind of thing with some branches, if you have some twigs or branches that you can grab from the forest and build a teepee, and then all around it you can plant the green beans and they'll climb up that teepee, and then you can go in, you and Ezra can go in the teepee and pick the pole beans, the green beans, from inside that teepee, okay? So I'll show you how to plant them. So Liam, if you ask Nana and Papa or Mom to pick you up some green beans, some seeds, what you want to do is get the ones that say bush beans, okay? The other ones will say pole beans. So if you want to do the teepee with the sticks and stuff, then you want the pole beans, okay? If you don't do the teepee, or you don't have anything for the green beans to climb on, then you can just do the regular bush beans, okay? Just remember, they're both green beans. So what we can do is find a spot where you want to plant them, okay? And you're going to dig a square with your shovel. So say you want to just plant one bush, okay? We're going to dig one square with the shovel. Okay, so we've cut that out, and what we can do is we can do two things. We can either flip that over and then chop up the dirt with the shovel, or take it right out, put it somewhere else, and get some soil to replace it. So again, you can ask Mom or Tony or Nana and Papa to get you some compost or potting soil or an all-purpose soil and put it in the hole. I don't have any more soil, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip this over and chop it up. Okay, so now we have a square as big as the shovel, right? Because we chopped all 4 sides the same size as the shovel. So that actually works out to perfect spacing for the bush beans, okay? So again, if you're doing bush beans, they're the little small ones, they're not going to climb. So if you don't have anything for it to climb on, do the bush beans. So we'll take one of those bush beans, right there. Right there. Okay. And you see how thick that bean is? We're going to plant it that same depth. Okay? So we want the soil only to be about a finger above it. So we're going to stick that bean the same depth that it's wide into the soil. And we're going to do it right in the middle. Okay? We'll cover it up. And once it's covered like that, then you can put some water on it. And then try and keep it watered so it stays moist until it starts sprouting. Okay? So if you want to do more than one bush of beans, then what you can do is cut out another square with your shovel and do the same thing. And you can do it right beside that one, so you have kind of a row and you can plant all your bush beans in there. Okay? So there we go, Liam. We've got this one planted in our little square. And remember, here we don't have anything for it to climb, so we want to do a bush bean. If I was doing it over there where the arch was, then we can use the pole bean instead, because it'll climb. So again, Liam, here's the bush bean, a little small one, and what'll happen is they'll start producing these flowers here once it starts growing up. And then those flowers will produce your beans. So you got to make sure you come out, and when you think they're long enough, you got to pick them. And what I learned too is a good way to tell if they're ready is you can throw them at your brother Ezra, okay? So you make sure he's standing tall with a shirt on, maybe a fuzzy shirt, and if you throw the bean at him, it should stick to him. And then it's really ready. You can eat it before that, like I do, because this one's not ready. So you can eat it before it, and it's really good. But if you want to know if it's really done, is you pick that bean and even get Papa to come over and throw it at Papa. I know he's got a ton of fuzzy vests. So you can throw it at Papa, and if it sticks, it's ready. Okay? So then what you'll have to do is you can either eat them for dinner when they're ready, or eat them as a snack, or you'll have to blanch them and freeze them. So you'll have to get your mom to help you with the blanching, or get Nana to help you with the blanching. So you actually boil it for a couple minutes, then cool it off, and then freeze it, and then you can have it later, okay? And we'll talk about canning another time. But what I want you to do is in the next few weeks, I want you to get some of these bush beans or pole beans planted, okay? Mom says you have a big yard, so you got lots of space to be able to plant them. And you got to start being able to feed the family with some of these vegetables, okay? So we'll start with the beans, because you like those, and maybe we'll do some potatoes and other stuff as well. All right? So we'll talk to you soon. I love you. I miss you. Can't wait to see ya. Bye-bye.